This is a video on trigonometry, primarily SOH CAH TOA, and we're going to look at four things. What is it? What do we need to know? How to do it? And some application questions. So the very first thing is, what is it? Well, it's really a way in which we use to measure angles or missing sides in a right angle triangle. This only could be used in a right angle triangle. So a little background knowledge here. So let's say you have a right angle triangle. You have an angle here. Anything that's opposite to it, that's the opposite. And anything that's opposite or directly in front of the right angle is called the hypotenuse. The only remainder left is called the adjacent. This little thing right here is called theta. So SOH CAH TOA. Hopefully your teacher might have taught you this already, but SOH means sine theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. So the O and H. CAH is cosine theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. And tan is opposite over adjacent. Primarily, I like to use these triangles to help students out because they're actually quite good in terms of knowing when to multiply and when to divide. So how do we do it? So in this case, let's say we've got two examples right here. We've got angle, we've got two different things. So the very first one is here. Angle facing here is opposite, and we have the hypotenuse. So if we have the opposite and the hypotenuse, we know we're working with sine. Looking at here, same idea. Opposite and hypotenuse, we know we're working with sine. The answer is actually as follows. Well, because we know it's working with sine, we put sine 30, and because it's opposite of hypotenuse, we say x over 10. And if you punch into the calculator, sine 30 gives you 0.5. And in this case, we need to find the opposite. So if we cover that, all we have is sine times hypotenuse. So in this case, we have the answer as 5. For this one, same idea. Sine 30 gives us 20 over x. And punch the calculator, we get this 0.5. So here's the thing. We have this triangle right here. And in this case, we're missing, or what we need to find is hypotenuse. So if we cover that up, we know it's going to be opposite divided by sine. So 20 divided by 0.5. And we'll get our answer as 40. This is why these triangles come into play quite well, because wherever you cover up, you know as to what you need to get. So if you cover up the hypotenuse, you know it's opposite divided by sine. If you cover up the opposite, you know it's sine times hypotenuse. Now, sometimes they actually get you to find the value of theta or the angle. Okay, but these triangles still work out. So in this case, opposite, and you're like, well, there's no hypotenuse. We're given the adjacent, so we know we're going to be working with O and A, which gives us tan. In this case, we're given opposite and a hypotenuse, so we know we're working with sine. So for the very first one, tan, we got tan theta is equal to 13 over 41. And if we do 13 divided by 41, we get 0.3170, so on and so forth. In order to find angle, here's a little trick. We're going to shift, or some calculators would be a second function. Tan, when we punch in numbers, we'll get our answer as 17.59 degrees. Same thing for here. We previously mentioned that this is sine. So we take 29 divided by 59, 0.4915, and we apply the same thing as here to here. Shift sine 0.491, and we get the answer as 29.44. Okay, so I left you a triangle here, you can try, but here's some applications. Pause the video if you'd like to have a go. Okay, so the very first one, you're looking for angle, so you know you're going to do second function or shift anyways. So 16 divided by 28 is 0.5714. If we then do shift sine, and that answer, we're going to get our final answer as 34.84 degrees. For the second one, we're actually missing the bottom number. And now in this case, first thing first, let's type in a calculator 1018, which gets something along the lines of 0.329. 22 over x for our opposite and adjacent. So going to here, we're actually missing our adjacent, or that's what we need to find. So it's going to be opposite divided by 10. So opposite divided by 10, and we get the answer as 66.87 for our x. For our third one, this is our angle. Our opposite is 28, our hypotenuse, because opposite of the right angle is 96, we have this right here. So again, 28 divided by 96, we get that. Shift or second function sine and the answer itself should lead us to the answer of 16.96 degrees. And for our last one, we have this angle of 75. We don't have an opposite. We have a hypotenuse and we have adjacent. So the only thing that we didn't really try and work on this video was the cosine. It's right here. So we got cos 75, our adjacent, over hypotenuse. So punch in the calculator cos 75, and we have here. Now going back to here, we're actually missing our adjacent. So cover that up. We have these two multiply each other. And we get the answer as 13.71. Hopefully this video has helped you guys out with trigonometry. If there are any questions, I'll leave some comments. Thank you.